Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Last Hour of Survival, and welcome to the full version of update 1.9.3. That is right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this is the update. Without further ado, boom, let's go ahead and get to talking about the dev blog. Hey, what do you think about the idea of going over to Granny's farm? Pies, fresh milk, summer sunshine, a little river, maybe in another life. No, Granny has set her foot here for years. The last dweller of the farm is a grumpy old man that needs to be taught the good manners. Crooked Creek Farm is a special location. Why? Because it's permanently located on the map and gets updated once in a couple of days. To get access to it, you'll have to pull out all the stops, as the farm is surrounded by a toxic moat. Waddling through it will be your last bad idea on this side of the grave, which is why you better use your wits and build a small bridge over the poisonous waters. It doesn't have to be the Golden Gate Bridge, so 10 electronic circuits will do. Easy, easy, just joking. Quality beams, Kavir, Dexes, scrap metal, and other simple resources would be just enough. Once you get to the unexplored territory, be careful. You are not the only one over there who came after loot. The gold rush has taken hold of other raiders too, and now it's time to beat new enemies. Lately, you've seen an art of the infected bull farmer zombies were in the teaser, and at the center of all this outrage is a local hooligan, the Ravager. When such troubled guys are around, there's going to be a fight, which means you'll need a suitable weapon. We've added a scythe to the armory to make chasing rednecks even more fun. At the farm, there's a ton of stuff to fill your pockets with. In the surroundings of the location, you can find one of the most valuable rewards, a special box with a heavy padlock. We warn you, do not carry it home. Cut off the padlock right there on the working bench, but watch out, too much noise can draw the attention of the local undead. Good bonus news, at the farm you can get the gas tank, and the chance of the gas tank drop in the bunker has increased yet again. Now let's hit the new location. Dear iOS users, the update will be available in the App Store within a few days. So there we have it, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, the farm in all of its beauty and all of its entirety is now released for all, or at least on Android. iOS will be getting it soon, so that is freaking dope. Hope all you guys and gals do begin reaping the rewards of the farm, because we've been showing off what the farm has to offer the past couple of days, and let me just say, this is definitely a location worth chasing after. And we're gonna head over there and look at the finalized version of the farm, see if the full version of the update have brought anything new along those lines. We are bringing the hatchet, which you guys should always be bringing to the farm to go ahead and acquire the secret room at the end. And in addition to this little water that I want to chug, I want to go ahead and make sure that Lexi, my true companion pupper, is going to be following us around for the next 40 minutes. Now, the reason that much food only lasts for that long, guys, I was seeing this question a little bit in the last episode. It is, oh, did not mean to shuffle that. It's because I have a bejesus ton of dogs, and it takes a lot of food to feed these pups, but god dang it, I love them, and so I feed them all the time. Definitely not sometimes. Don't know what you guys are talking about, but without further ado, there is a farm that awaits. We got the weaponry to take it down, so let's go ahead and get to going over there. And I'd love to hear from you all in that comment section down below what you think of the farm now that hopefully you'll be able to get some hands-on experience by yourselves. I'd love to hear what type of loot you get out of it, what you think of it after you run through it, what you're most excited to get, any of that type of jazz to celebrate the 1.9.3 full release. And reminder, that consequence third of the way until we can $12 at /play store gift card giveaway. All you gotta do is also make sure to like button, make sure to subscribe. That'll actually win on today's video. Y'all go and enter it out every single last video. One set of those round pick random video from the past week. Pick a random comment from random video, and that will be the winner for the week. And we'll kick off the week giveaway that exact same Saturday as well. So make sure you stay tuned with that notification bell hit to know every single video you can get them entries into. Not to mention having the latest of Last Day on Earth information at your very fingertips, and of course checking out the latest of gameplay updates as well. Not to mention many other dope survival games. So stay tuned, boys and girls. It's gonna be juicy. But for now, let's dive into the car. And what do you have to offer me? Nothing but a little bit of hydration and a bandage. That's all right though. I don't come here for the loot that this car has to offer me. I come here for the loot that the zombies offer me. And with the help of my pupper and this ragtag arsenal I've put together, I say ragtag because of the durability. I don't mean this is a bad arsenal. There are definitely good guns at the arsenal, but the durability is more what I was referencing. Let's go ahead, start blowing through it, and take it on ourselves down a couple of the rotten yokels with the help of our pups as well. And after we are done with our farm run of the full 1.9.3 version, we are in addition going on a little bit of a raid later on and redeeming ourselves one of those floppy disks that we got. So there's gonna be a ton of loot we're gonna be getting today. Hope y'all decide to stick around because it is gonna be a juicy type of day that I cannot wait to get to enjoy it with y'all. Speaking of the day, I hope you guys are all having absolutely a fantastic day. Simply the most amazing ride that only gets better from here on out. Me, myself, I just woke up to the news that all of this will now have access, or at least Android, and it is coming to iOS, like I was saying, will have access to 1.9.3, and that's what has me hyped, just because this update brings so much useful stuff. Because, okay, hold on, right now it's bringing some raiders my way, which I gotta, oh, he's got a gun! He's got a gun! This is what I like to hear. Hello, raider! Thank you for the gun. I love when raiders got guns, because okay, that was a little bit broken, but still, I like getting them. I do like getting myself some armor, because low-key, these raiders actually do drop pretty solid armor. Like this reinforced armor, if I didn't have a ton of like military and SWAT armor back at home, I'd definitely be scooping this up a little bit more, because check out the boots. 5 armor, 44 speed, 3 armor, 42 speed, meaning it's a little bit worse than the military armor. I don't have any military armor to compare with, but still pretty Gucci. And I mean, some of our stuff might break here, so I'm just gonna be ready to swap out some new armor when that time comes. I guess I'll leave the second jacket on, and then the boots, we might be needing those at some point. The bandage, we don't gotta use that, so that's all fine and dandy. And I don't know, man, just the real awesome reason that I'm so happy all of us are gonna be getting this within our hands, Android people starting today and iOS starting soon, is because it does add in so many things that seem to be sort of lacking in the past, like glue. It adds us a great area to get glue. Tons of pups gonna be acquired from here. I usually get at least 1 or 2 from each run, not to mention some really great loot at the end. Blueprints, freaking magazines to learn perks and skills and stuff. Like, there's so much that the farm has to offer that I really do love, because it feels like it just adds a great method with which to acquire a lot of those things, you know. But all right, enough talky about that. Let's go ahead. Here we got the locked box, baby, that we got to bring to the end of the farm. This is the box we got to plop on open. It cannot be stolen away on the chopper. I tried my hardest, dang it, but alas, the game was having none of my shenanigans. So instead, what we're gonna have to do is, hold on, that bull is getting over here. I don't want to deal with the bull. There we go. Put that down really quickly. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that bull. What we're gonna have to do is bring this thing all the way to the end and open it there. But it does tend to have some pretty dope loot when we do that, so I'm looking forward to that. Let's continue blowing through some of these pistols and freeing up some inventory room. Hello, Ratinyokul, aka Dediokul. After I'm done with you, there the bull lurks. I just want to make sure that he does not aggro onto us, because I mean, I'm not really worried about them. If you have a ranged weapon, they seriously are not a worry. They're just a nuisance, because you have to deal with them. If they catch up to you, you are about to be in a world of pain, because they are hard hitting. Can we by chance have another raider area as well? I love when these pens or whatever, these fenced in areas, there's 4 of the fenced in areas. I love when they're raiders, because raiders tend to give us some good loot, unlike the zombies. The zombies just kind of like tend to, okay, zombies, get over here, man. Oh my God, it's a lot of zombies we gotta deal with. Get out of here. No. Back it up. They're out here just like hustling and tussling and stuff. And oh no, we're aggroing quite the angry mob onto our buns. Did not think this through. Okay, that savage giant did get through to us. But yeah, I mean, I did think it through, but I then realized that the infected bull was kind of blocking my other way back. And TBH, I ain't too worried, man. I ain't too worried. I think we stand a great chance against these lads. Just got to go to the inventory and swap out the weapons and deal with a double savage giant, with which the help of Lexi the pup should not be the hardest thing in the world. So come on, hit us, savage giant. You ain't gonna do enough damage to me, bud. Sorry. I have yet to loot the mailbox. Let's definitely get this puppy busted open and see the single green tickets it offers to me, and some very collectible trash. If any of you guys are trash collectors by chance, right there. Great resource, great location to be acquiring such a thing. All right, savage giant number, what is this, like 7 at this point? Dude, there's a good amount of savage giants here, and you can avoid them if you want. It just so happens that if you do avoid them, and if you decide that you do want to open that thing up, oh no, he aggroed us. God dang it, they both aggroed us. Okay, well, we got 2 bulls on our buns. I don't like having 2 bulls on my buns. I like having 0 bulls on my buns, man. Or TBH, I don't know, man. I do eat hamburgers, so I probably do like having beef on my buns. But you know what I mean, dang it. I don't like these infected bulls on my metaphorical buns, not my literal soft and toasty buns that are full of bready deliciousness or something like that, you know. But that's exactly why the infected bulls, they will lurk hard, they won't give up on their mission to kill you, and they just make you deal with them, which you really don't have to, because they don't offer anything. It's just there, man. Long story short, it's just there. As is this thing right over here. This sack of something is also here, and maybe it contains I was hoping it contained a little bit of glue. By the looks of it, no glue today, but it can't go wrong with some carrots. Those are great. They give you some great vitamins. I don't remember what vitamin carrots give you. I just know that vitamin P is a very essential nutrient. That's the extent of my vitaminology degree, you know? Hello, Ratten Yoko. Ooh, also quick tip for you guys. Make sure to avoid the farm bales or whatever. Those can be a little bit troublesome, to say the least. Let's make sure that we're healing. I love being back up to, don't hurt me. I love being back up to 110 full health as well. Just the other day, we were actually doing a farm run, and we got, whatchamacallit, we were doing a farm run and we got the bunker book and we were able to get yet another level. That's what I love. You can do stuff at the farm and you can get levels at other locations. And the thing is, if you're a really, oh mama, what are these? Rotten yokels ahoy! They probably emerged from some hay bales. They heard the commotion. They're like 999. And I'm like, no, 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 not today, little yokels, not today. Oh, Savage Giant today. Okay, hold on, Savage Giant. We gotta deal with this guy. We are blowing through the weaponry to deal with him. And honestly, Savage Giants are really the only enemies you need to be using ranged weaponry on. Even then, like, you could definitely 1v1 melee a Savage Giant, even 2v1, but 3v1, 3 of them is usually enough to one-hit you if they all hit at the same time. I know from first-hand experience when 3 of them emerged from the barn at the end of the farm. It was not a pleasant experience for us. Make sure you're avoiding the hay bales because that stuff happens. They emerge from them freaking witches minion style. Oh, look at that. Just upper punch to the gut to finish him off. What can I say? Bada boom, bada big. Expert fighter ahoy right here. We are starting to run low on pistols, but luckily on our part, we should be pretty done, if not mostly done with some of these pens. We do still need to get to the house at the end. We still need 1 more of these like fenced in pens we got to deal with, but there's the glue I was talking about, baby. Thank you. I had to get out into my inventory. Not to mention, this place is actually a very reliable charcoal supply in case you guys ever really want charcoal. Not to mention, I mean, I'll take some raw turkey back home, dude. I can feed that to the pups and keep them adventuring on. And dude, I love having Lexi as a companion. I wish I could get her some better dogs to support her though with the leader perk, since that makes her do more damage. Unfortunately, my leader dogs are not as prime and pristine as they could be. They're still pretty good because she does a base 5 damage, but thanks to the dog combination we got, she's doing like 11, man. She's making power moves in it. Hello, Savage Giant. Oh my God, they're just swarming us, dude. Every one of these pens is having none of my shenanigans. Why can't we have more raider pens, dude? I wish we could have the raider pens just because they drop better loot than these guys, because these guys don't really drop loot. And I mean, that's all fine and dandy and stuff, but I like when they drop loot. And don't shit dare kill me there, big guy. I know you're gonna try, but I will not allow it. I'm gonna eat up some carrots till we're full. We can get the water. Our health, not our health, but our hunger and water is looking pretty solid after that. Our armor is about to break, but good thing we stole some off those raiders I was just talking about. Seriously, oh god dang it, they're coming in for the ambush from behind. Get out of here, rotten yokels. I don't want to deal with ya. Oh no, the pupper needs a treat too. And what's this guy up here? Is that a bull? That's a bull. Let's not get the bull to aggro us. I've had enough of the bull shenanigans. Show me what you got. A sack. A little bit more glue, which I could definitely get behind. We got some more carrots as well. Got some more of that. And some, and those oak logs as well. For some reason, my mind was just like, just wood. But then my other mind is like, wait a minute. That's good wood. And I'm like, gasp. Say it ain't so. Good wood. And then my other mind was like, gasp. Say it is so. It is the good wood. The oak wood. Then we do need to refine back at home, which can be a bit of a process. What up, Ravager? How do you do? It's your time to go away. Although I do kind of want to get him sprinting towards us and then just have a little bit of fun kiting around him. Ooh, I should have picked up the melee weapons from a couple of those guys. You know, I'm going to go and pick up some melee weapons. Look at the Ravager moonwalking, chasing after us. Hold on, Ravager. I'm trying to go steal some weapons from the raiders that I killed before. So if you could just go ahead and just be a little bit distracted here very quickly. Thank you. Come again. Do we have a baseball bat off him? Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. There we go. Let's equip the baseball bat because this is, this is how you can deal with the Ravager, baby. You just gotta kite him around a little bit and he won't know what hit him. This is the melee weapon method of dealing with this guy. It is a lot easier if you want and a lot more just like quote unquote clean if you just kill him with a weapon. But I mean, it's pretty easy to do it this way. You just gotta know the kite method. depending on the weapon, you can usually get 1 to 2 hits off. If it's a slower weapon like a saw blade mace, you might not want to stretch your luck, but he will just continue doing this to his heart's content, man. He's gonna try to get you, and if you know how to work the system, at least as of now, you're gonna be able to work the Ravager too. But all right, I want to work the Ravager with a little bit of gun action because it's a lot more fun when the bullets are flying and the Ravager is a dying. And oh my god, how are you missing so much, baby? How you missing so much? There we go. Those are the hits I was talking about. Continue the jukes. It's kind of weird because sometimes like he'll stutter with his aim too. I don't know if you can tell, but look at that. See, he kind of like it looks like he's gonna aim in one direction and then he switches directions. So be careful. Sometimes he can slightly change it like that depending on where you're moving. I'm not entirely sure what it depends on. I think it depends on if you're moving during a certain point of his animation, but we appear to be working the system pretty right. See ya, Ravage. Oh my god. Shot his face straight off. You weren't in need of that, but apparently was in need of a cigarillo. But I ain't interested in your cigarettes, Ravager, unfortunately. I would be interested in your face if you want to start dropping your face. And I mean, let me know what you guys think, because a lot of the bosses in Last Day on Earth, like the blind one, the witch, the big one unfortunately does not drop a trophy, but like the blind one and the witch both drop their heads as a trophy / tool you can use at home. I mean, I think the Ravager should have a chance at dropping it. I haven't seen anyone actually get the Ravager's head yet. But still, you never know. The heads can just be a relatively rare drop. But Kafir, please, I think I speak for all of us. I think you guys could get behind me. Feel free to do that in that comment section below, should you choose. Could even be an entry to the giveaway. But the Ravager dropping a trophy would be so dope, man. I just want trophies to hang up at my base. I know at the end of the day, your base should just be as fortified as possible. Come on, man. You know the inside of me. I like getting a little bit decorative. I like making a pretty cool hangout spot. I want to make the man cave over in my base, and nothing like the decapitated heads. My puppy! Not the decapitated head of my puppy. I just got excited by the puppy. But nothing like the decapitated heads of my adversaries and enemies to truly serve as a proper trophy. So yeah, if we could just have a Ravager trophy too, I'd love to hang that up in the wall. I'm sure the Ravager would love being appreciated after the fact that he died, and I'm gonna go ahead and we already looted this. Sorry about that, just got distracted by the fact that apparently I left the Facebook tab out open in the background because I was reading all the update notes earlier, and then someone decided to start messaging me on Facebook. God dang it, Terry! All right, I'll get to your edited videos in a bit. Yeah, sorry, Terry's hitting me up. Also, because we got to figure out moving in apartment stuff, because that's going to be happening pretty soon, man. Junior year at college, they're coming right up. But all right, nothing too interesting in that storage. The main point of interest, at least that I am interested in, is this magical little box right here. Because once brought to the end, that is when the going with this puppy goes well. But for real, dude, it'd be so awesome to have that Ravager head just chilling and, like, you know, like working on my trophy room, even like the gun shelves. We've been seriously trying to collect a lot of stuff. Like we have the old Chinese New Year armor picking up a dust over in some of our chests, dude. Oh, that's another thing I know it's like kind of like, it's not a super crazy or super needed thing, but it could be a fun little side project for a programmer or something on the team. Do you know how they built the gun shelf, right? And you can show off guns and stuff. What if they also built a little something kind of like to match the gun shelf, but it's like a training dummy, and then you can like put any type of armor you want on him, and maybe like one type of gun in his hand, maybe like a type of gun on his back, or on his back too, should you choose. I don't know, that was just like a random little idea that would be pretty cool for like decorative / show-off purposes. But at the end of the day, I think functional purposes are always and should always be priority number one. Like functionally murdering these yokels trying to bring an end to my reign. God dang it, you can never bring an end to the reign, especially when we talking about a certain thing known as shotgun rain. Savage giant, can I get a critical? That's the critical I'm talking about. Shotgun rain to you. Shotgun rain to him. Oh, god dang it, the infected bull aggroed us. Well, luckily the shotgun does exactly 50 damage when we shoot at him, so at the very least, the infected bull can die at the hands of a little bit of shotgun rain. What a pup. Except you ain't a pup. You a bull. Is a baby bull called a pup by chance? Maybe? I don't know, I'm not a bullologist. What I am, however, is a doorologist. Look at how expertly I opened that door, man. Anyways, what we should be heading on over to is this cabinet here to see if this is anything for us. Then we're gonna break into the secret compartment using that iron hatchet. Let's go, dude! What? I don't think I've ever got glue out of this before, but I can get behind this. That brings our total glue collection up to half a stack of glue. I can definitely get behind a half a stack of glue from a quick farm visit. Okie dokie, what is up next? The enemies on the other side of here. We do need a new face. I mean hat. We need a new hat. I do not have any hats that I could put on, unfortunately, so that's a bit poopy. Maybe we'll find one. We gotta chop down this thing a little bit quickly though, and it only takes like 3 chops for that. Shotgun raid to you, Ron Yokel. God dang it, I couldn't finish you off. Well, bat to you too. That's the thing, dude. The bat, it's almost like it's the perfect cleanup weapon, you know? Because it only does a little bit of damage. It's nothing too crazy. But if we have like, I don't want to use like a full 80 damage from my shotgun when something only has like 10 or 20 health. You know what I mean? That's the perfect cleanup crew, especially because the final blow, I don't mind like going in a little bit YOLO style because I can usually kill them before they would get their equivalent of a hit off on me. So oh, never mind. Death to the Savage Giant. I definitely thought he was about to survive a little bit, but I guess not. Let's see what this has got in store. Let's go! I was in need of some new boots. Those swap boots, I mean, they're nice. They're definitely about to break. Let's get rid of... Oh, let's compare these two. 43 and 4 armor versus 42 and 3 armor. So they're a little bit poopier, but... I mean, at the end of the day, since you do get this armor for free for literally killing raiders, I mean... I think it's pretty worth it, especially if they're melee raiders, since they're not the craziest people to kill. But what do we want to bring home with us? Let's use up a bandage. Bring home that puppy. We literally have a puppy with us. Honestly, I got plenty of green tickets. I don't need to take 2 back home when I have multiple stacks of 50. But that Pine Forest magazine, I don't mind taking home. I am already maxed out in the Pine Forest, but you never know. Maybe down the line, we'll be able to sell those in some sort of global exchange or something like that. It'd be pretty cool to be able to trade some of my magazines away. So given the fact that they definitely have value and that they are valuable, might not be valuable to me, but down the line as a trading item could very, very well have a lot of worth. Should a trading system be implemented, which I really am crossing my fingers does come down the line, because it'd be so dope to be able to trade, man, especially because there's one piece of the Chinese New Year armor that I'm missing. I think it's like, funnily enough, the pantalones that I want them so bad, man. I have 2 pairs of boots, but not all the pantalones. It hurts, but I can go ahead and take a little bit more gas for the time being. Let's just do a quick double check around these parts, and I don't know, 3 band-aids are a little bit better than 1 gas, TBH. All right then, though, it's time for the grand finale of the farm. This is what every single one of y'all should be striving to do when you do come to this location. This thing and that thing. It's like a marriage. They were meant to be together, lovers forever, except for the fact they only love each other for like a minute, and then they just kind of like get separated. You just steal everything from that. You know, maybe a bit of a weird example, but shotgun raid. All right, let's just, oh, goodbye to your legs, my dude. What about you? You want your legs gone too? Shotgun raid? Nope. You gotta get the baseball bat to the kneecaps, except I definitely just gave it to his face. Now, the zombies could be coming from that barn doorway. If that is the case, I don't know how this is going to go, but god dang it, I don't entirely care. We are gonna be winging it, and low-key definitely equipping a pistol instead of that over there. So we got this thing to deal with any super tough enemies, and the pistol to deal with any enemies that think they stand a chance against us. What up, Ron Yokels? You think you stand a chance? Well, I got a Glock, and you ain't stand a chance against it. All right, get clocked with the Glock, you yokels. Does that door want to bust open? Crossing my fingers. Please, I'd love to see that door open on up, baby. I want to get the chest within. That one has a chance at the chopper. Come on, Bond! No Bond entry today, but these two are now, well, it's time to get to looting. No whammy, no whammy, no! Oh! Let's go! That's what I like to see. We got glue coming up. We got a Scythe Kalashnikov 47 marvelous weapon. Not to mention the Pine Forest magazine. Let's read that up. We got a perk that we can roll. Maybe the self-healing skill. That'd be a pretty dope one. I doubt we get it for some reason. Instead, we are more efficient. We're slowly converting our chopper into a Prius chopper. 100% electric. You think I'm a biker? Nah, dude. This skill's just teaching me how to slowly turn my chopper into an electric one. A hybrid. I'm building a hybrid chopper, but that's what I'm talking about, dude. Yeah, in those types of magazines, we literally got 2 magazines from the single run. One is unfortunately for the Pine Forest, which we maxed out, but still, dude, that's what I love to see. Just like I love seeing some more signs coming our way. An AK-47, and ooh, we got some more of the first aid kits that we can get to putting away. Let's put that over there. Definitely want to bring that blueprint back because we'll be able to swap that out at the bunker, which we are about to be paying a visit to. A much needed visit, actually. I don't really care about the carrots. I'm just eat the carrots, so I don't gotta eat carrots no more. Hello, you. Welcome to my inventory, and other than that, I'm pretty happy having taken what I have. I suppose I could booze a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. Our iron hatchet is about to break. I'll take that over the iron hatchet. I mean, worst case, we can't always come back here. Oh, I got the hat. I needed a hat, but worst case, we can't always come back here and might make a pit stop back here after the raid, for example, if we do have some inventory room open after, so we could grab some of the things from here. Worst case, could always walk here afterwards too. But other than that, I'm gonna go ahead, start the trek back home, prepare our inventory, organize things, because we gotta go pay the bunker a visit, and then we gotta pay some unsuspecting poor soul a visit in the form of a raid. See y'all in a second. And lads and lassies, the time has come for us to bring not only all of these goods and a floppy disk on over. Like I said, we got a ton of stuff we got to redeem. We're also going to be bringing over some yellow tickets, some green tickets as soon as I can find those in one of these chests. And with some green tickets in our possession, that is not all that we are bringing, because as well, we got some blueprints we got to bring over, because these are the things we've been stockpiling and gathering from the farm ourselves. Although some of the gun blueprints not really, but a lot of the melee weapon ones, yes, and we're gonna be able to do some very nice stuff with this, specifically turn it in and hopefully acquire ourselves a little bit of a refund. Here's the thing as well, for saving inventory room, I am gonna swap this out. We did have some swap boots they're about to break. We'll go ahead and use those another day to free up another slot over there. We'd only really need one source of food, so I'm pretty cool with putting the beans away for now. And this pistol, while not modded, is a little bit higher than that, and we are gonna be wanting some durability behind us for the raids. I've also swapped up the shotgun to its fully silenced 80 damage version, where you swap out the silencer for the long silencer and get rid of the hollow sight for the aperture sight. It does hurt some critical damage stats, but it does still do 80 damage, which is perfect at fully silenced for raids. So that, plus a fully modded pistol that we're about to do, should be a pretty nice combination. So we can toss that over there, collect ourselves a couple more, and we got a puppy to add to the mix. Gizmo, get your booty on over to that crate so I can get my booty over to the last of this blueprint thing. I thought there'd be like a fancier, more dramatic way of saying it. So before we do make our exit, there's still some things we gotta do. Number one, mod this to actually be, it's a fully modded version. So, well, fully modded version to me at least, that is also silenced and does some pretty solid damage and more speed thanks to the magic of the elite shutter. Dude, that is seriously, it might not be the most powerful in the game, but it might be the most useful since it applies to pistols and it improves the bejesus out of pistols. Not to mention, it is literally the only shutter that does not hurt your damage, or your noise actually. If any of these other ones are equipped, the noise is totally murdered. You need the elite shutter if you want to be able to have a silenced weapon and a custom shutter on it. But all right, before we leave as well, we gotta go ahead and contact the lads over here to get our information for the bunker code. And today's bunker code is gonna be 32631. If that is out of date by the time you're attempting to use it, make sure to go ahead and check that comment section down below for the fan-freaking-tastic community we have here, known as the Snipe Gang, filled with people always happy to help each other out. There's a great chance you'll be able to find an up-to-date version of the code down there. And if you yourself are not seeing it there yet, go ahead and you can be the fan-freaking-tastic lad that does help out everyone in this awesome community when they are in need of such codes by tossing that over there in that comment section down below. But as much as I'd love to go and visit that airdrop, there's a timer on it. Our inventory is as full as can be, so we got 15 energy, man. What else? Because we'll run over there and then we can drive over to the bunker. We're making a pit stop. We can't really do much though, like unless we devour all of our jerky, which honestly might just happen. But you never know, because these things do have a chance of having C4, they do have a chance of dropping lens, and they do have a chance of dropping blueprints, all of which are things I am very interested in. And so hopefully we'll be able to find one, and hopefully there's also some stuff in a game that they also add. Because like, you know how the farm is added in methods for like acquiring like dogs, right? For acquiring like glue for weapon parts, all that type of jazz. Hopefully there's more locations like the farm that come, and honestly getting stuff like lenses from them, maybe C4 from those locations. Like, the farm is also a great sign of what the future may hold as well, and I really hope it does hold more locations like that that might diversify the loot pool and how we do go about acquiring such things. And hello, those are things I'm really interested in. Okay, I think I know what we can do. We're gonna eat all the jerky in the world, right? We should have one more slot over at our chopper. We're just gonna go and put one of these things in our chopper really quickly, and then we're gonna go back and grab that pistol, because I ain't leaving a pistol behind. And that's why you should always be making pit stops to airdrops, especially if they're along the way, or if you just got a little bit of energy, but that little bit is enough to get you to the end goal. So after we do give all of this stuff as well, we should have a pretty empty inventory after we pretty much have to give all of this to the bunker. Then, because we do have the floppy disk as well, and in order to get our raid, we do need to get a C4. We are going to be doing the floppy disk, heading to that location, hopefully acquiring 2 C4 and not an infected box. I'd be pretty bummed with an infected box, because that means we gotta try and organize the acid bath again. Like I'm saying, man, that thing's pretty much become a glorified chest to me. That's pretty much what I know it as affectionately, but onto the bunker we go, and maybe we'll even get some more levels here. I think we're getting kind of close to a level. Oh no, but then we got another another bunker book that actually allowed us to get the, that actually allowed us to get a level up, which thus brought us to 110 HP. But all right, bunker. Well, I might be half maxed out on your health perk. Really hope we hit 120 health one day, dude. That'd be so dope and so helpful. But even then, 110, that's some good stuff I could get behind. Here's what we want to do. We got some numbers we got to punch in. I already said those numbers earlier. If you need your memory jog, 3, 2, 6, 3, 1, at least at the top of me entering it, is enough to get the job done. So downwards we go, and then hopefully we'll get that C4. We need that C4 to finish the Raiders quest, and then once we finish the Raiders quest, there will be a raid awaiting us, and hopefully, given the fact we still have 3 C4 and hopefully 5 C4 after we redeem this floppy disk, there will be a lot of good stuff in our future. But okie dokie, I'm also gonna save this version. I'm just gonna put in like the normal version, so if we gotta kill anything at all, we'll just kill it normally. We gotta redeem the tickets as well, but check it. All of this stuff, by the way, all these things we have, this is all from a raid pretty much, except the blueprints. But like this, and the floppy disk, which is actually back upstairs in the chopper, but TBH, we might just be able to get this without even doing that, because this might be enough to get us a floppy disk. So that raid, they gave us 2 floppy disks and all of this hard mode items. Yeah, that raid pretty much gave us 3 floppy disks worth of stuff. That is a type of raid I can get behind. So let's toss you into that, and while that gets uploaded, we're about to acquire the coordinates for that. Let's go ahead and turn all of these things in here. Can I double click? Dang it, dude, I wish there was like a fast way I could like double click or something, but we should be able to get a couple of random recipes from this thanks to all the blueprints that we are contributing. Let's just double check that we do have all these blueprints, and we do. We're missing about a couple of blueprints, so hopefully we get an extra rare. Specifically, we're missing an extra rare Scar blueprint, and then I think like 1 super random melee blueprint for like the metal pipe or something along those lines. But it looks like our rolls were for naught because we didn't get anything too juice-delicious, but we can still get some juicy things from the green and yellow tickets, mainly crossing my fingers for some engine part action. Well, we of course got some dead zombie action. That's always a blast. Tickets, make your way over to terminal number 1. Yellow tickets, make your way over to terminal number 2. This is your captain speaking. Give me all the loot. That's what I like to see, baby. Thank you for the engine part. I appreciate it, game. Thank you for the meds, the food, and another gun as well, in addition to a couple of fuel and stuff we could have for the chopper. All in all, pretty Gucci McSwaggins. I like crate number 1. Crate number 2, don't like you as much, but definitely some things I want to collect, especially with the radio tower now being in game. We can't only build the first level of it, but still, dish antennas will be needed for the next levels, so most likely still a good thing that I want to stockpile. We got some military armor I could definitely get behind, bringing on home a couple of aluminum, a couple more pistolas, and what do you know? Bada bing, bada boom. Back in business we go. I know I could pick up the springs, but 2 springs, dude. I have so many springs from all the weapons I like recycle pretty much constantly back at home. I ain't too worried about 2 little springs, because we do need to keep in mind we need inventory room because we are heading over to that floppy location, which will hopefully bathe us in some beautiful goods, mainly the high explosive ones. So that means we still have 2 more floppy disks we can put to use, dude, and we can toss that over there. Engine parts definitely got to make its way home. We can toss that there. We'll probably have to heal at some point, so we'll have that for when that comes. We do have this to replace our poopy armor in the middle there, and what do you know? Besides the hat, we're looking pretty good. Honestly, no, you know what it is? We're looking pretty good, but the hat gives us like an extra level of looking, you know, because we got the SWAT hat, so we can look all official and stuff, just like, yo, what up? Yeah, I'm on the SWAT team. Can't you tell from my hat that my armor, my clothes got nothing to do with it, but the hat, we got to play it by ear, see what's here, and of course, we can always make a pit stop back here. We have 12 entire hours before this thing's gone, man. I ain't too worried about it disappearing from right under my nose. What I'm worried about is making our way towards our center, or towards the center, and finding the one type of thing I'm hoping not to find. That thing being an infected box. Nope, get shot out of midair, dude. What do you know? I'm MLG like that. Oh my god, there's a lot of enemies. God dang it, these abominations. They got the noses of a dog, dude. They can smell me from afar. And dude, I love having my pupper going with me. I'm so happy that I'm finally doing stuff with the pupper again. The reason I wasn't, guys, is because I was just mass stockpiling food, because it takes a lot of food to keep my dog pen fed. You know what I mean? So cut me a little bit of slack. Where's this crate at, dude? Did I just come to a zone with like no crate? Is the crate just a lie over here? Because I am not I'm not seeing it. I feel like it should be over by these guys. This seemed like pretty central of a location. Maybe not. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go to the corner and then I'm gonna go left. It should be in the middle of the map. Maybe I just didn't go left enough. Where's the crate at? Have I been? There it is. Oh my god. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought it had to spawn in the middle. Okay, what up, crate in the corner? How do you do? Show me what you got. I already hopefully know you got 2 C4, but what else you got in store for me? Grenade launchers? Scars? Yes, sir! All marvelous things that I can get behind. We got some of that. We got another engine part. We got a grenade launcher, 2 highly explosive items. We got some lens as well. Actually, just singular lens, but still some lens. We got some food that honestly I'm just gonna get to eating because we got more food at home, and food is a lot more valuable. No. Food is a lot less valuable than some of the things that we are witnessing firsthand here. Let's just make sure this thing's about to break. Okay, definitely grenade launchers here. Good. Want to pick up that. Honestly, I'll just put on the full set of SWAT armor, man. Military armor. I know I just picked y'all up. I got more military armor at home. I'll take the SWAT armor back home with us. We got the Kalashnikov too. Oh, man. All right. I'd say this is pretty solid maximization of what we have. I am leaving the armor that we just acquired back, but to be fair, we also do have the SWAT armor and we can always come back for that as well. We do have 12 hours. I just want to make sure whenever there's loot, always I grab the most valuables in my eyes, and I think we could agree I definitely grabbed some pretty valuable stuff in the inventory. So let's get back home and get to putting this puppy away. And with the finishing touches of putting stuff away, putting away the grenade launcher into the stash. Dude, I love putting it into the way into the stash, but dude, I love having more grenade launchers at our disposal. They're perfect for taking down the witch, and potentially they'll be very useful coming in for future things as well. But okie dokie, here's where we are at. We should be able to craft up all the necessary things, being level 1 hatchets and level 2 hatchets. We have also, for the first time in quite a minute, have more than a full chopper worth of C4 at our disposal. That is right. We have the 5th C4 actually stashed away into, let me just show you guys really quickly because we can only fit 4 and we had 3 before. We got stashed over here next to the rest of the valuables. But dude, that raid, literally, if you think about it in terms of floppy disks, that raid that we raided that gave us all this stuff literally gave us like 6 C4 worth of things. That's is insane, dude. That raid, I hope we get more raids like that. Those are the raids that keep me going. But all right, now that we're done with the level 1 hatchets, let's get the level 2 hatchets crafted on up for all of their goodness. And we should have 2 rows of hatchets ready to go at our disposal. We do also have a couple of things I just got to put the finishing touches upon and put away very quickly like that. And what do you know, bada bing, bada boom, we're looking nice and ready to raid. So without further ado, let's begin making our way over. We should probably make some repairs to the base too. Worst case, if we don't have time to do that today, I'll go ahead and actually do that in my own free time as a little bit of a heads up. But with that C4 being ours, let's complete the Raiders quest and let's head on over and try to get the very best of the loot. But before we do that, definitely a good idea to get a little bit of hydration in, given the fact that, well, we're pretty thirsty, and thirst becomes dehydration, and dehydration becomes painful. Very, very painful. So with that solution out of the way, with 4 C4 in our chopper, with 2 rows of hatchets in our inventory, guys and gals, we are in prime time raiding position. Not to mention totally empty gas here, so we can bring home a full stack of gas right there as well. We can steal a pattern if we want to. We got full SWAT armor. We got the military backpack. We got multiple dope styles weapons in a relatively modded pistol. And hello to you, Gara. Not to mention, in addition to that, no, we're gonna be driving on over there. That's actually good to keep on using fuel, because that means we can steal even more, since we can deposit some into the chopper, plus the stack that I was talking about. But anyways, we also have the Murderer here in the shotgun. This thing, 80 damage, can just absolutely destroy some of the enemies that the game decides to throw at us, and I would rather have it no other way. So without further ado, Gara, I am coming for you. What does your base have to offer in terms of protection? I got a lot of C4, baby, but what do you have protecting your base? So far, it doesn't look like it's going to be a massive base. I'm actually running smack dab down the middle of the map and not even seeing any buildings, meaning that it's going to be very small, and so far, not even seeing any stone. Low-key, do not mind. Have raids finally started coming back to the way they used to be? Are we no longer getting slapped in the face with constant stone bases? which low-key I kind of wish we were, because now that we actually have C4, it's like the game's like, haha, let's give them all of the non-stone bases now. But TBH game, I ain't even mad. I can get behind these types of raids, especially if they actually happen to have good loot. And ooh, what are we breaking into here? I believe a wooden wall that is honeycombed. A honeycombed wall. Okay, not too interested in that. I mean, there's only so many places that could have stuff. Like, this isn't that big of a base. Honestly, I might break into just some of these level 2s, because I feel like the level 2 walls are probably protecting the stuff, and there's no way he lives in a honeycomb, because there's literally nothing else that there could possibly be, dude. That's gotta be where he's storing his stuff. And hopefully it's some solid stuff, because even in the trashiest of raids, you still go home with, like, something, you know? So at least we'll hopefully be able to go home with, like, an engine part or an electronic circuit. But best case, this man honeycombed up to cheaply protect some of his best goods. I could get behind that, but I just don't know. Maybe if I knew where the wooden wall started and ended, but I can't tell because of the whatchamacall. I don't have the perspective on this side, unfortunately. We could very quickly actually check this out. If we put away the level 2 hatches, nifty little trick you can utilize, right, is we can tell exactly where the level 1 walls start. Not there, requires iron hatchet. Oh, no, don't loot his freaking farm. Okay, well, it might be a little bit hard because my guy really wants to be a farmer low-key, but it looks like actually, yeah, it looks like that was the only level 1 area. Interestingly enough, except right there. So yeah, I think that's just gonna be protecting some of his, protecting the entryway into his base, I should say, because that's kind of like where the doorway and stuff started. So all right, why don't you go ahead and give me some iron hatchet? I'm more than happy to break in from here, or maybe kind of a bit more central, you know, play it a little bit safe. Why don't we break in? I'm feeling like, what do you think here? I got a good feeling about this wall. Hopefully I do hear the radio though, so I'm a little bit worried we're about to break into right next to the radio. Bless up, we did it, bless up! He's got chests. He actually has enough chests that we'll be able to summon the big one. I know I'm saying that like it's a good thing. I just mean it's good because that means he has a lot of chests to open. Having more chests is a better problem than having like 3 chests, you know? Because, well, unless those 3 chests all have great loot, and these only have great loot in some. And we don't break the right ones, but we'll definitely be able to break all of these, so ain't even worried. Level 2 chest. What do you contain for moi? You contain, okie dokie, little bit of an electronic circuit. I could get behind that. They just don't hype me up like they used to, man. You know, the fact that they become so common, or at least more common than before. Back in the day, though, electronic circuits, these things, whew, we got one of these, dude. I was getting hyped through the roof, man. Honestly, I was about to start calling, like, roofing companies because the roof was just so unstable because the hype kept going through it. I guess I could go ahead and take that, though, for the radio stuff. Some wrenches is I can definitely get behind some mobile phones as well. And all in all, nah, I'm pretty cool with that. Maybe some batteries, but we do still have more chests to break into, and we are definitely gonna have some enemies we gotta start dealing with as well. And ooh, he does have an iron workbench over there. He does have the chopper thing here, nothing super crazy. So, oh no, ooh, maybe these two are good, because it looked like he was actually starting to build a stone wall on the outskirts of his base. So, posiblemente. Also, as soon as this thing's broken, we gotta hurry because these guys are gonna come for us. Oh, shotgun raid to you, floater bloater. I should have been using that more on him from. I'm just gonna use the pistol here to clean up all these guys. Honestly, I don't mind. And the shotgun's such a perfect weapon too, because it can one-hit fast biters. Check it out. It can be a 3-hit on the floater bloater. Shotgun raid to you, and then you even have the chance at doing the critical damage, which is why I like carrying around a pistol, because then the pistol you can relatively cleanly clean up the rest of their health using the pistol once you do have a critical. Since the critical does kind of like, it isn't a multiple of 80, so it kind of messes things up when it comes to doing exact damage, which I always try to do, because exact damage just, I don't like wasting damage, you know? If someone has like 20 health left, it's way better to use a pistol than use a shotgun, you know? You're better off saving that single shotgun shot for another situation where you're actually gonna be able to do that full damage, but that's besides the point. Point is, I'm taking some of that. I don't know if I'm gonna take a single oak log, but we'll see how desperate I am for stuff down the line. For now, all that I'm taking is more of these chests and... okay, definitely some stuff I wouldn't be opposed to taking either. What about you two over here on the stone ground? Do you contain some goodies? Nope. A little bit of booze, a little bit of wood. After this one breaks, we should be expecting some enemies to run our way as well. So I got the shotgun rain to clean these dudes up. That's a 1, that's a 2, and that's a shotgun rain to you hit all of your body parts. R.I.P. The shotgun. Oh, no. Who needs shotgun rain when we could actually utilize some of these spikes to our advantage? Get these dudes harming themselves just a little bit, and then the cleanup crew can happen just a bit more swiftly than before. We can shotgun raid the floater bloater a little bit as well. Shotgun raid to you. Dude, I love that shotgun raid can just freaking send their body parts flying off. Ain't a thing more satisfying than it. Ooh. And then 2 pistol shots do the perfect damage to take him out. Now then, back to the task at hand. Breaking into the chests of this base. We got chest number 1 over there with some stone. This one had some wood, and this one, let's go, baby! Shotgun raid is what I like to see, and a pistol too, which I guess is nice. But hey, you guys already know the shotgun's what can be hype, and another hatchet for the cause too. A couple melee weapons we could pick up down the line should we choose. But yeah, breaking into the ones with the stone floor under them, definitely a key maneuver. That's something I could get behind. We got some meds here, a little bit of food. I could devour that. My guy was starting to get hungry. I'm just gonna eat food till I finish up my thirst too. That's right, I don't drink water. I just eat until I'm not thirsty. I am not human. I know. Even though I think food does hydrate you kind of. Still, you should be drinking your water. Reminder as well. Drink some water right now, lads and lassies. Stay healthy. Do the right thing. Other things like that. All right, we got 2 chests to go. This one will summon the level 3 of the horde, or wave 3 of the horde that we got to deal with on the lickety split. So shot a gun. Air rain to you 3, and then we got the toxic abomination over here. We got RIP to you, toxic abomination here we got to deal with. Oh my god, we got a lot of them actually. So let's use the rest of our shotgun before this thing completely breaks, because I do want it to completely break, because that'll free up some more inventory slots too. So let's keep on a shotgun raiding these abominations, and then we can clean them up with a little bit of pistol drizzle. This guy should take 4 shots. Oh, we got a critical, so it was even faster. And what do you know, they all done new, son. All right, and that frees up another inventory slot that we can replace with our newfound shotgun, so check it out. If anything, I mean, we came here with, what, like a half durability shotgun? We're already walking out of here with a full durability shotgun. We've already net ourselves some shotgun rain. Anytime we gain shotgun rain is a very, very great day in my eyes. I kind of want the flash drives, because I know we can disassemble those in the recycler, and they do have a chance of getting electronic circuits, I believe, which, I mean, is always good to stockpile, because the fact electronic circuits are so readily available now makes me kind of curious as to how valuable they might be in future crafting recipes, and maybe, I don't know, man, it's a good thing to stockpile now that it's a little bit more stockpileable than it was before. I suppose I can grab some melee weapons for the road as well. Not really interested in food or anything, but I am hungry, so I'll eat me up some carrots. No carrot stew, though. Oh, no, not today. Although, some carrot stew does sound delicious right about now. Other than that, though, we should be... I mean, we didn't use a C4 on this base either, and that's what I love! If I used the C4 to get into this base, I would have been meh, you know? But the fact we got into this base using straight-up hatchets, that's a quality base in my eyes, and we got some more planks as well that low-key... I don't need the wrenches as much. I don't need the batteries as much. We still got a ton that we got to scrap at home. We have so many phones that I'm definitely keeping those. The camera has a chance of a lens, so I'm going to keep every single one of those because I am definitely lower on lens than some of the other stuff. I got a saw. I mean, this thing's about to break, so I'll take some more wood instead of that. The reason I'm taking pine planks too is we need this to make a lot of level 2 wall repairs, because whenever our level 3 walls break, we can recover some of the level 3 materials, but we never recover the pine planks or level 2 materials from it. So it's a good thing to stockpile when you are building level 3 walls and being forced to repair them. A good amount, a little bit of wood can't go wrong either, but we can't store any of that. I did notice that gas there very quickly. Let's drop that off into the chopper. Nothing in here, unfortunately, but that's all good. Maybe we could use the rest of our noise. Break into, I don't know, iron workbench. Could potentially be some steel there. You never know. It's always worth a shot. You know, shoot your shot shooters. We can toss that over there. We got the 3 oak planks. Definitely worthwhile. Definitely not getting rid of the electronic circuit. Actually, speaking of which, I think the raiders value the electronic circuit a little bit, so I'm gonna do that really quickly. Let's hope that I don't think there's a situation where I'm going to accidentally use that C4, but still, I hope it doesn't happen. But putting that electronic circuit into our chopper should make the raiders ask for less from us, you know? So, and then our inventory isn't really filled with anything super crazy, so they shouldn't be asking for a whole ton as long as we got that electronic circuit put away safely. Other than that, though, it's about time for us to figure out what's the very last thing we want in our inventory. I could get behind a little bit of wood. We do need to make some level 1 repairs back at home, and I use wood so much I'm starting to run low on that stuff back at home. And I mean, I got plenty of food at home, plenty of those materials. Not really interested in paint or nothing like that. Oh, those are the phones I put away. I definitely want to pick those back up because we dropped the other stuff off for them for a jiff. why don't we... I don't need multiple machetes, you know? I might even drop the machete. I'll leave the katana behind, though. I definitely could go with more katanas, but we pretty readily get machetes at the farm, too, and those do come modded, so I think I'm pretty game to leaving the machetes behind, and then I could pick up... What do we got? 1 wood, a couple more planks. Honestly, I think I'll just get some more planks, because I got plenty of stone back at home. That's not something I'm on a shortage at, so I'm cool with some pine planks, and I think I'm pretty cool leaving it off at that in terms of the raid. Not, of course, we still need to take into account a couple of the workbenches will break, but other than that, in terms of opening the chests, I'd say I'm pretty happy with what we got from the chests. I mean, could be happier. I'm not, like, stoked. It's not like a hacker raid, right, or, like, something super crazy, but you still gotta admit, it's pretty good stuff, and we do still have 1 more chest we can break into as well. Got some paddles. I mean, I don't really expect this chest to be super insane, though. Maybe our luck will be crazy and it'll have guns and stuff, but hey, 7 red tickets. It's not crazy, but that's definitely something I could get behind. And you know what? Flash drives. Nah, dude. I'll leave the wood behind. It's all good. I definitely... Yeah, if not, I mean, it was a bit more readily available too. Red tickets, though, definitely worthwhile bringing back home. So, okay, we got a little bit more noise to play with. This thing, 100% has got to go. It's got a chance at having nothing in it. Just great. I was hoping to be a little bit better. This thing has got to go as well, and then that will be the final workbench I break before we dipski on out of here like no one's business. So, with all that said... With all that done, let's get over here. Show me some good stuff, maybe? No, nothing super amazing. And then I'm going to pick up... okay, hold on. I'm actually going to pick up that wood because our hatchet broke. And now I am outie. See you, big one. Great seeing you for a little bit. But the time has come for me to make our triumphant exit. We do need to go home and negotiate with the raiders too, which we'll go ahead and do right about after we drive on home really quickly. And given the fact we are home, let's get to haggling with these raiders. Let's see specifically what they want from us. Hopefully not much, because I don't want to give them much, but to be fair, they gave us a quality non-C4 raid, so I gotta pay my respects, I gotta pay my dues. And if this is the type of raids you can bring me, Mr. Raiders, I am more than happy to. So what would you like, my friends? Maybe some medical supplies. Not all of them, because oh Nelly, I'm more than happy to offer him some of these, because we have so much like just out and about too that 2? You guys are cool with 2? Okay, they're not cool with 1. Sorry, let's get these guys 2 of those things. Bada bing, bada boom. That'll be plenty to appease them. And I mean, if you guys have seen some of our chests, we got a lot of first aid kits stockpiled as well. So let's get that shared and let's go ahead and call it a day with that. Thank you guys a whole ton for tuning in. But that's gonna go ahead and start wrapping it up for me for now. Best of luck to you guys and gals in the weekly giveaway, like I was saying. Can't wait to hear what y'all gotta say in that comment section down below. So love that we have the perk that slowly heals us at home too, dude. In a couple of minutes, we'll be back up at a hundo. Never even had to use a first aid kit. But best of luck to you guys and gals. Get a chopper gas thing and join it. The Chopper Squadron. Best of luck breeding your pups and acquiring the True Friend perk. Getting the blueprints, building the attachments, getting the dopest weapons imaginable, not to mention leveling up your own personal skills and whatnot. Kind of like that healing thing that I was showing off, not to mention the higher health and all that type of jazz. Protecting your base, going out on raids, defeating the bosses of the game, attacking the farm in 1.9.3 now that it has been released, not to mention getting past the multiplayer wall, and most important of all, having yourselves an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic time all throughout. But that's gonna do it for me. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one. I'll talk to you next one. See ya.